just want to talk a little bit first about the College of Southern Maryland. CSM, as we affectionately call it, is one of 16 community colleges throughout the state of Maryland. And these community colleges are an integral part of the post-secondary educational system. Maryland's community colleges offer a vast array of continuing education and workforce development programming designed to meet the needs of individuals, small businesses, and government, as well as corporations. Working collaboratively with a myriad of stakeholders, including our K-12 partners, we forge a strategic direction to empower learners with the knowledge, technical skills, and adaptability to meet the needs of Maryland's changing economy. At the College of Southern Maryland, we believe workforce development is economic development. And for the past 63 years, CSM has served our community with far-reaching goal to help our students meet the challenges of individual, social, and global needs. CSM offers an array of associate degree programs, industry certifications, career training, as well as personal enrichment activities. And CSM prepares students for transfer to bachelor's degree programs and provides the tools and resources needed to immediately succeed in a competitive marketplace. In FY20, CSM had an enrollment of about 19,000 credit and non-credit students. And over the past 5 years, we've awarded over $1.5 million in scholarships. And that's not including federal financial aid. It's just scholarships. Students completing their first 2 years at the College of Southern Maryland save an average of $29,000 on the total cost of their education. So there's certainly value in attending a community college. The Maryland Association of Community Colleges recently released data that supports the economic value of Maryland's community colleges. 1 out of every 33 jobs in Maryland is supported by Maryland's community colleges and their students. For every $1 students gain $3.30 in lifetime earnings after obtaining a degree or industry recognized credential. The average graduate will see an increase in earnings of just under $10,000 compared to someone who holds a high school diploma alone. Middle skills jobs are the fastest growing in America. I don't believe that's a secret at this point. But Maryland's community colleges have over 100 degree and 175 non-degree programs for those seeking to advance their knowledge and skills. In FY20, the community colleges realized a decrease in enrollment. The pandemic certainly factored into that greatly. But of the 317,000, just a little over students that were enrolled at our community colleges, 50% of them were enrolled in career and continuing education programs. Many of those programs in the STEM area. 38,052 students were enrolled to obtain a license or a certification. Almost 43,000 were enrolled in some type of a lifelong learning or a vocational program. And we also have basic skills and literacy courses that support GED completion, ESL, English as a second language, and just almost 30,000 students completed there statewide, and 60,000 students that are currently incumbent workers with over 600 businesses throughout the state of Maryland participated in some type of professional development contracted training through Maryland's community college systems. Looking at the various types of workforce training and skill development opportunities that there are, in FY20, you'll see that there were just over 11,000 individuals that completed training and obtained an industry recognized credential. The majority of those credentials were obtained in STEM-related occupations, with healthcare accounting for 23% of student enrollment statewide, business and IT accounting for 11%. Various degrees and certification are obtained in the fields of biotechnology and other areas of the health sciences, including nursing and various allied careers. Cybersecurity is very big programs throughout the Maryland Community College system, as well as computer sciences as a whole, as a discipline, engineering science, fire science, and general information technology studies are the growing fields that both students are interested in and that we're working to build stackable credentials for. As you can see, there are numerous opportunities for STEM education throughout Maryland's community colleges, and assisting students in meeting their short and long-term educational goals is managed through the development of career and educational pathways, which embrace the philosophy that's presented here on this slide. Every particle of life, every investment in education at every level matters. And a lot of the initiatives that I'm going to just touch upon this evening, you probably have some familiarity with. When we talk about stackable credentials, we believe that starts in the K-12 system, certainly with the high school diploma, but also with young people who are looking to do early college and dual enrollment, obtaining that high school diploma while getting maybe a certification through CTE, or attending college and getting college credits, whether it's AP or dual enrollment classes, all of those credentials stacking and moving towards higher education completion. Credit for prior learning initiatives, especially as we begin to look at the adult learner and using experiences, real world experiences that they have and how they're applicable to the competencies delivered in college coursework, is another thing that the community college systems are doing to help move people forward towards completion in all kinds of careers, but certainly in STEM careers. Articulation and matriculation agreements. I could not get this data statewide before the presentation today, but I can tell you that the College of Southern Maryland offers 200 transfer agreements with 60 partnering universities in and outside of the state of Maryland. I would fair to say that our sister community colleges probably have similar statistics, maybe even more. Some of them are larger than we are. So there's a lot of opportunities for young people attending community colleges to matriculate into four-year institutions and have their credits accepted by those institutions because of these established transfer agreements. Guided pathways and stackable credentials are part of the fiber of the way our course program and delivery is structured statewide. When a student comes to the community college system, part of the conversation they engage in very early, in addition to what program they're going into now, is what are their long-term goals? And those long-term goals really help to make the decision as to whether the program they're going into is something where they can build in certifications, letters of recognitions, or certificates along that pathway to their AA degree. My provost likes to refer to this process as building on-ramps and off-ramps. So no matter where a student begins on the journey, whether you start in an AA degree and decide you want to get a certification, leave and come back to school later, or if you start with a certification, come back later and decide you want an AA degree, we want all education to count, every piece of your educational journey to move you further along. The community college's mission, first and foremost, is dedicated to student success and meeting the needs of our regional workforce. And we do that through strengthening the talent pipeline and ensuring equity and diversity. I would say 98% of the programs offered through the community college systems do not have barriers to entry. The exception is often our healthcare and some of our engineering programs, which both require a certain level of skills and testing in the math and sciences area prior to entry. However, the majority of other programs really allow an individual to come in and hone in on those skills that they may need to develop to be successful in the industry areas. Also very focused on the talent needs within our region. While there are some overlap and similarities in programs offered throughout the community college system, you'll find that within each region around the state, each community college has very unique programs that they offer that are tailored to their local labor market and demand. I just want to stress that with all the information that I've shared, there's one takeaway that I hope that you can remember from this conversation is that community college is a strategic partner that is equally committed to the success of every learner in your community. And like runners that pass the baton on to the next, we certainly are striving to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. And we welcome your partnership and your insight and support as we work to continue to build bridges and not walls for our students. And I will make sure a copy of this presentation is released to you, but there's some resources, a lot of the data points that I talked about today, which I chose not to bore you with on long slides. I hope I gave you something pretty to look at. The data points can be found in the Maryland Association of Community Colleges 2021 annual report. There's a link here, but I'll also make a PDF copy of it available for you after today. So thank you very much for the opportunity to share.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to hear the ways in which community colleges just are trying to reflect the workforce needs that are out there. Because I think as I've talked to STEM, and hearing some of their challenges, it's nice to hear. It's really phenomenal to hear that, that's all of that is local in a way. So it's not, which I certainly think reduces barriers. So thank you so much, Ellen.